Hello and welcome. I'm Ryan Chan, CEO and founder of UpKeep. Today, we're going to unpack a crucial aspect of any industry, managing an asset's lifecycle to reduce its total cost of ownership. We'll dive into the different phases of an asset's lifecycle, including design, procurement, installation, commissioning, and operations and maintenance. By the end of this video, you'll better understand how each phase impacts total lifecycle costs, and how applying the principles of reliability, availability, maintainability, safety, and sustainability can improve asset performance and reduce costs. So, let's get started. Let's dive right into the topic of how managing an asset's lifecycle can reduce its total cost of ownership. This is a crucial aspect for any plant, factory, or service provider company to deliver value. In the past, the focus was mainly on optimizing maintenance to reduce failures and costs. But recent years have taught us that asset performance depends on a lot more than just maintenance. It's also about how assets are designed, built, installed, and commissioned. Now, let's talk about the asset lifecycle and how different phases like design, procurement, installation, commissioning, and operations and maintenance can impact total lifecycle costs. It's been observed that errors and omissions during the design, build, and installation phases can increase both failure rates and operations and maintenance costs, thereby increasing total asset ownership costs. So, let's break down the life cycle of an asset. This could be anything from a piece of equipment to an entire plant or factory. The life cycle has 4 key stages. First, there's the need stage. This is when a need for the asset is established to provide a service or to make a product. Next, we have the acquisition stage. This is when an asset is designed, built, purchased, installed, and commissioned. Then comes the utilization stage. This is when the asset is operated, maintained, and improved to provide a service or to make a product. And finally, there's the disposal stage. This is when the need is over and the asset is decommissioned and disposed of. The utilization and the acquisition phases are where most of the cost is incurred during the asset lifecycle. The majority of the cost occurs in the utilization phase, where the asset is actually utilized, producing something. This phase can last for 5 years, 20 years, 50 years, or even more than 80 years, depending on the type of asset. The other significant cost occurs in the acquisition phase. However, we often fail to accurately identify what we need and how much it will cost, leading to unreliable assets that cost a lot more during the operation phase. Now let's delve into the acquisition phase. This phase consists of specifications, design, purchase, build, and install or commission subphases. It's a critical phase in the asset life cycle, but many organizations struggle with it due to reasons like inadequate job of writing requirements and specifications, budget cuts, minimal or eliminated training of operations and maintenance workforce, and delayed or preliminary stage documentation. But if we do the right things in this phase, even if it means spending a little more money, we can improve the asset's reliability and safe operation. This results in higher uptime, fewer failures, and lower total cost of ownership during the asset's life cycle. To achieve this, we need to ensure that we design, procure, build, and install assets with principles of reliability, availability, maintainability, safety, and sustainability. This requires a lot of extra effort, coordination, understanding of reliability principles, and creating the right culture involving all stakeholders. And speaking of stakeholders, let's talk about the 10 rights of asset management. Implementing these 10 rights will ensure that the asset is designed, built, and installed with principles of reliability, availability, maintainability, safety, and sustainability, and are operated, maintained, and sustained both safely and reliably. Here are the 10 rights. 1. Specify it right. Provide the right requirements or specifications for reliable operations. 2. Design it right. Design the asset with principles of reliability, availability, maintainability, safety, and sustainability to minimize failures and ensure safe and efficient operation. 3. Source it right. Purchase the best value components and assets. 4. Build it right. Fabricate or assemble with quality workmanship. 5. Install or commission it right. Install with precision quality to eliminate infant mortality issues. 6. Operate it right. Operate safely with care as if you own it. 7. Maintain it right. Perform the right maintenance. 8. Improve it right. Apply the right tools and practices to improve the asset. 9. dispose of or decommission it right. Dispose of it in an environmentally safe manner when the need is over. 10. Manage it right. Ensure the right skill and talent in every role and establish robust processes. Continuous engagement of all the stakeholders in doing the right things is essential during the asset lifecycle. We need assets that are reliable, have a high mean time between failures, have a low mean time to repair, and are safe to operate. Achieving and sustaining this goal is a challenging task, but it's also achievable. It requires a culture of excellence, reliability excellence. It means all the stakeholders are engaged all the time, and they are aware of the industry's best practices and implement them effectively. During the acquisition phase of the asset, when we are writing specifications, designing, procuring, building or constructing, and installing or commissioning the asset, we have ample opportunities to implement best practices. These practices would make the asset more reliable and safe to operate during the utilization phase, and they will reduce the total cost of ownership for the entire life of the asset. And that's a wrap. We've covered the life cycle of an asset, the importance of the acquisition and utilization phases, and the 10 rights of asset management. Remember, the goal is to improve asset performance and reduce costs by applying the principles of reliability, availability, maintainability, safety, and sustainability. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe to our channel for more insightful content. For further details, visit our website at upkeep.com. See you in the next video.